right, guys, I've been out here making a couple of gifts for some friends of mine. This is another fireplace poker. You can see the end of it down there. It's got a center handle and an upper handle, and that's made out of honey locust. I have never used honey locust for anything before, and I've got one out in the backyard that has a broken limb on it, so I cut the limb off of it and put it to good use. I think it's really an interesting wood. There's no pigments in that whatsoever. That's just clear Total Boat. I'm using Total Boat on everything I'm fixing to show y'all. I just got through putting the first coat of Total Boat epoxy on the outside of this. It's tabletop epoxy. It's not supposed to be brushed, but I brushed it on there, and this is just going to be kind of like a sealing coat, and then I'll lightly sand that, and then I'll put another coat on it, and the next coat I will more or less pour on it. The same thing with this one. This is just another little bowl, and I just brushed it on there fairly heavily. Gonna let it run off, and then I'll do it again. And then I thought I had more sucker rod here at the house. All I got is this straight rod like this, and it's real weak, and it's not very big around. But I've got the wood done and the hooks done for two more fireplace pokers, and this is honey locust too. This is the handle, and like I said before, there's no pigments in that whatsoever. That's all natural darkness that's in that. Like I said, this was a dead limb, and then this is the lower handle, and I will of course sand those down and apply another coat. And then this is Osage orange or horse apple or bodark, whichever one you want to call it. I've used this before, but see, it had a big crack running right down the top of it here, and it had some big wormholes here, here, and here, and I filled those, and I brushed it a little bit. I was running out, as you can see some dry spots in there, but I was more or less more interested in filling the cracks and gluing it all back together than anything. But honestly, the metal part of these fireplace pokers are really easy to do. This part's easy to do. All the work is in the handles, trying to knock the bark off, shape them the way you want them, and make them fit your hand, because I kind of see how this is twisted and turned up here. I made it where it would fit my hand, and getting it all that and drilling the holes through it, that's interesting to do, and keep it as centered as you can. But those are really easy to make. It's just the handles. The handles take a long time. But I just thought I'd show you guys what I was out here doing this weekend. I haven't been posting very many videos with all the holidays and just different things going on. Deer season and all that kind of neat stuff. But yeah, this right here has ended up being one of the hardest projects I've ever done. See, all that black in that is all Total Boat epoxy with black tint in it. Those were all rotten spots, cracks, wormholes, things like that. And I'm doing this one more just to see if I could do it than anything. But the black really looks neat in all these cracks, I think. I think that just makes it really interesting looking. The other side is pretty deep. I can't remember the measurements on this thing. It was somewhere around close to 3 foot, and I believe it was 12 and a half inches wide and around 6 inches thick. So this is a big bowl. I mean, there's my hand. It's really big. And like I said, I've built a lot of stuff over the years, but I've got a lot of time in this thing, which of course I'm only doing it on weekends, and I'm only doing it on weekends when I'm here or when I can. But it's very interesting looking, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. My mom was out here yesterday. She was, "What are you gonna do with it?" I said, "I don't know. I just wanted to see if I could do it." Just see if I could do it. But I think it gives it a really unique look where all those cracks are at. Anyways, that's what I've done this weekend, guys. And you guys have a great weekend, the rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you all later.